Girbeagly!
Hey there guys and gals, it's Girbeagly, and I'm doing a Q&A, and it's in celebration of 2,600 subscribers. I cannot believe that we're at this point already. It's all because of you guys. You guys just support me so much, and I really don't deserve it. You seriously do so much for me every single day. You watch my videos, you comment on them, you like them, you share them with your friends, you talk to me on Twitter and Facebook, and all these awesome things that you guys do. It's built up the community so much. So I want to say that I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for everything. It really means the world to me. So now on to the interesting part of the video. This is the answers portion of my Q&A, and I get to go through and answer all of the questions that you guys asked. As you guys know, I only allowed one question a person, so I'm going to go through and just answer them chronologically. First question is from Jegasaurus Rex. Hey Brian, what was the inspiration behind you starting YouTube and making videos? My inspiration was actually Toby Turner, or Tobuscus as many of you know him by. I started watching him a really long time ago, way before I ever made a YouTube channel of my own, and anytime I had like a bad day at work or something like that, I would come home and my girlfriend and I would watch Toby Turner, and I don't know, back then he was so funny to us, and he made us laugh so much, and it would just put me in such a great mood. And one day I was just watching his videos, and I was like, you know what, I could totally do that. I want to help share that passion for gaming. I want to make people talk about gaming and be excited about different indie titles that maybe no one has heard about before, and also, you know, maybe brighten up someone's day, give them a laugh or something like that. So that's something that Toby inspired in me just by watching him. Okay, question number 2 is from Gypsy Stone, and the question is, where do you see your YouTube channel going in the future? And then you better not stop. Don't worry, Gypsy, I'll never ever stop. I will always put up content as much as I can, no matter how big I am or how small I am on YouTube, I will always be posting. As far as where my channel's going, I don't really know. I honestly, the future is completely a blank canvas right now for me. I'm sort of like in that weird limbo state where I'm not mid-level yet, but I'm known enough by a lot of people that I get daily support, and it's been amazing. So as long as I'm getting support, I'll always be posting videos. I'll be uploading and recording as much as I can. Zach the Avenger asks, who inspired you to start making videos when you first started? I watched a lot of Toby Turner. I also watched a bunch of Markiplier. I watched Yami Mash. I actually found Mark through Yami, and not the other way around. I know a lot of people found Yami through Mark because Mark grew so much that he surpassed Yami, but I actually found Mark through Yami, and the two of them, along with Toby, they really inspired me to just sort of get going and start a hobby, and it's been a blast so far. My good friend King Miltank, aka Tim for those of you who know him, asks, it's a zombie apocalypse and we're surrounded by walkers. I see a milkshake on the floor through a small opening of zombies. I can't resist. Would you rather let me make a dash for it and taste my final milkshake, or grab me and make out passionately in slow motion as we're overrun by zombies? For those of you who don't know, King Miltank loves milkshakes. They're like his favorite thing in the entire world. He wants the entire world to be filled with milkshakes. So this is actually like a really big thing for him. As far as this question goes though, Tim, you know what? I would let you get the milkshake, but here's the twist. I would run with you to the milkshake, and I'd let you fill your mouth with that milkshake, and then we would totally hold hands and die together. By the way, for those of you who don't know, King Miltank has his own channel. Go check it out. He is an awesome YouTuber. He's a great friend. I've known him for a really long time at this point. I mean, by long time, I mean long time in YouTube time, which is like, you know someone for a month and it's a long time. But he is an awesome YouTuber, super underrated. Go check out his channel. I'll put a link on the screen or something like that so that you guys can go subscribe to him. Commander Snowflake 2 asks, what was the first channel that you subbed to on YouTube? Follow-up, are you still subbed to them / support them? Yes, I cheated. I'm a cheater. You like it. You like it. As far as first channel goes, I don't remember, honestly. It might have been Tobuscus, and in that case, I kind of support him still. I'll catch a video now and then, but honestly, with my work schedule being as busy as it is, I really don't watch a ton of YouTube videos. I wish I could. I really wish I could. I try to watch my friends' videos daily, and I also watch a lot of Jacksepticeye these days just because I think the guy's so hilarious. Pocket Switch asks, Now that you finished Go-Go Nippon, would you consider playing Hatoful Boyfriend? Now this is a game, and I hope that I'm saying that right. Hatoful Boyfriend is a game that I've heard a lot about, and other people have actually already told me about it and asked me if I was going to play it. And as far as I know, it's a dating sim with pigeons? And I would absolutely love to play the game. Fiend Please says, are there any games that may have made you cry? Can you name them? Absolutely, there are games that have made me cry. I think the first game that ever made me cry was when I was a kid. I played Final Fantasy VI, and when I got to the ending of that game, I was just so devastated that it was over that I had to have been like, I don't even remember how old I was. I was very young, though, when that game first released, and I was just like a mess, because I was like, no, it can't be over, and I had tears in my eyes. And then more recently, I played the game To the Moon, and I actually played it for the channel, but that game, that is a heart-wrenching game. That is a devastating game emotionally. You have to be ready for To the Moon. And if you guys haven't checked out the playthrough, you don't have to necessarily watch mine, but watch somebody's playthrough of it, because it is beautiful. Unless you want to play it yourself, in which case you can experience all the feels. Nat Tomboy says, congrats on 2,600. Thank you, Nat. Here's my question. Pirates, ninjas, or the Taco of Doom? Definitely the Taco of Doom. TD0 asks, Doom Death or tacos? Oh man, this is tough, because I was actually just talking to my friend Kamo the other day, and he was kind of telling me, you don't have a lot of like slogans or mottos or anything like that. You don't have catchphrases. And I was like, that's kind of how I've always been. I don't try to pound a catchphrase into people's heads. I just say things as I'm playing games. As far as this goes, though, Doom Death is something I've said quite a bit, I've noticed, and I talk about tacos a lot, and I have to say tacos. Tacos always win. The Lynx says, can there be a Girbeagly / SVG Jason / Doom collab sometimes? And can you guys be naked while doing it? Thanks. Heart ya. And I heart you right back. And as far as this goes, oh, you know that it's gonna go down at some point. We're gonna do a collab, I'm not sure when. Doom and I have been trying to do a collab together for like ages. We've done a couple before, but it's just never works out, either schedule-wise or equipment-wise, recording program-wise. Something goes wrong almost every single time that we've recorded together. Jason and I obviously have done some recording, and as far as the three of us doing something together, hopefully someday soon, and I guarantee we'll be naked, or at least I will be. Alaric Kuriniki, I hope I'm saying that right, and if I'm not, I'm so sorry, says, now for the question, how did you and Morgan meet? I really hope that I got the name right. You did get the name right. Her name is Morgan, my girlfriend. For those of you who don't know, we met a very long time ago. We've been dating for about 6.5 years at this point, and we met in a very unconventional way, especially back during when we met. It wasn't really, I wouldn't say it wasn't acceptable, but it wasn't exactly the most couth way to meet people. We met via MySpace. I was making some really terrible emo music at the time on MySpace, and we kind of just started randomly messaging each other back and forth, and the rest is history. Here we are. I2 Punisher, or maybe that's L2 Punisher, or maybe it's just, I don't know what that is, /2 Punisher, whatever your name is. Their question is, what's your favorite childhood experience? This one, this one's really tough, to be honest. I have a whole bunch of great experiences from when I was a kid. I did get to go to Disney World a bunch when I was a child, and I'm so happy that I did, because now I can't afford it at all. As someone who's self-sufficient, I have a day job, and I can't take enough time off, and I don't have enough money to go down to Disney. But I remember going to Disney World as a kid and just like exploding with joy. It was so fun. I absolutely loved it. WTC TV asks, here's a question for you. If you could be hired into the development team of a video game, what job would you either like to have or think you'd be the most suited for? Well, seeing as how I'm in internet marketing, I would probably want to do something in the PR department. Maybe doing their social media account, or I don't know, promoting the game somehow through advertising or marketing. I personally don't have any dev experience. I'm terrible with most things computer related, so I doubt that I'd be able to help on that front. I would really like to be a story writer, actually. That would be really cool to write out the actual storylines of a video game, because I used to write all the time when I was a kid, and it was like my favorite thing to do. I actually even won a couple contests when I was like in middle school, so that'd be really, really awesome to do again, to just sort of put my creativity to the test. One Unlucky Gamer asks, and One Unlucky Gamer's actually from the city that I live in. He's actually like a town over from the city, so it's like a suburb, but he's dangerously close. Please don't come kill me. Question is, how do you find the time to make and edit videos? I want to become a successful channel, but I'm plagued by school and work causing an inconsistent uploading schedule. This is something that is an individual basis type of thing. It's something that every single YouTuber struggles with at some point, especially those of us who have school or work or other obligations outside of YouTube. For me, it was a lot of trial and error. I won't even lie. There's not a quick way about it. It took me months and months before I figured out a good schedule for me, and the only way that I'm able to do it now is by sticking to the schedule. I go to work in the morning, I come home, and I record, and I edit, and I make sure that I have those files ready to upload, and I make sure that there's no distractions while I'm doing that stuff, because if I don't do that, I'm going to be completely off track, and it will cause that inconsistency that you talk about. But don't let inconsistency kill your channel. There are plenty of YouTubers out there who run into real life issues that cause them to be inconsistent, myself included. Many of you know I don't upload that much on the weekends, but it hasn't killed my channel. Content is king. Put out as many videos as you can and make sure that they're high quality. Randy Rogers asks, my question to you is, if you could live in the universe of any game, comic, or TV series, which world would you pick and why? I think I would actually want to live in the world of Harry Potter, post Voldemort, before or after Voldemort has been defeated. Spoiler alert for those of you who haven't caught up on the book series in the past like 7 years or whatever the hell, or the movies even. But Harry Potter is like the land of Hogwarts and all of the wizardry stuff. It's just so cool to me. The fact that you can cast spells and use all these magical potions and there's mystical creatures. Oh my god, it's so cool to me. I'm a total nerd for Harry Potter, and I don't know if it's just because I read the books and I watched all the movies, because I was like growing up, sort of, or I was a little bit older when those were all coming out, but man, they just really get my attention. I love that stuff. And I'm actually going to stop this portion of the video here, guys, just due to the fact that I got so many freaking questions. I was not prepared to get this many. I'm probably going to break this up into 3 different parts, so if you guys did not get an answer to your question in this part, look for it in one of the other 2 parts. So if you guys enjoyed this part, please be sure to hit the like button, share the video, and favorite it. Also be sure to subscribe to me if you guys haven't already. For those of you who have, thank you so much for all of your support. You guys are the best in the world. I love every single one of you, and as always, it was great seeing you. Bye-bye!